Hello everybody and welcome to another Carsexposed video. Today we're going to be working on a 2011 Skoda Superb ignition key barrel problem. I'm going to be going through how to remove the steering wheel, column covers, the steering wheel, the airbag, the indicator stalk, the snapping bolts, and I'm going to be going through how to remove the new barrel, the old barrel with the immobilizer antenna, and then put it back together. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Let's get to the video. Okay, so we're going to start removing the battery terminals. It's always good practice working with the airbag system. Then we'll move on to the steering column covers, which will reveal the ignition locking mechanism. You have one T25 bolt at the bottom, or screw at the bottom, and then the top part of the cover is just clicked in place. There's no fixings whatsoever. The bottom cover also has two screws, T25 at the top, but this one was missing, so it was easy for me. Then we move on to the airbag, the steering wheel airbag. So behind the steering wheel you have two cavities. You have to rotate the steering wheel to reveal the two cavities, and then you get a screwdriver and move the little clip off, pulling the airbag, and that will release the steering wheel airbag. So the steering wheel airbag's clip is spring loaded, so you pull on the spring and then it comes off. Removing the steering wheel, you're gonna need a M12 bit. Then in the steering wheel, you have a mark right there to get it center. Then pull the steering wheel out. You should have another mark here as well, but you have someone put like a T-Pex mark. T20 to remove the clock spring next. We're gonna have to disconnect this stuff out here as well. I can remove it in a minute. It's probably easier if we can put that tab down, the other tab, press and pull. This one we can get in a second, probably easier. So T20. This bolt's a bit knackered, I'm going to have to put a lot of pressure. Spring should come out when we remove that cable at the top. Bless you. There we go. Got the cable on the side here. Clock spring out. That moved, didn't it? Okay, so to remove the indicator and this screen wipe stalk, you have a clip underneath there. Pull it away, and then you have another 2 tabs. Let's get it focused. One here, you push it down, and on the other side exactly the same, push it down, and then it will come out. And then we remove the antenna connection, and that should be fine, should be ready to take the whole lock out. Now I'm going to show you how to remove the snapping bolts. So you have one here, and on the other side. And it's quite easy. If you have access to the sides, you can put a chisel or a screwdriver, a flathead on the side and hit it. Because I don't have access here because this plastic, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit right here on the side, and that hopefully should undo the bolts. That's it. It's really soft metal, so you can grab to the snapping bolt quite easily. This one was already a little bit damaged because I have removed in the past. If you try for the first time, it might be a little bit more difficult than this one, but because I removed this before, I didn't leave it too tight. I didn't torque it really hard, so it was easy for me to. I knew I was going to do this job again, so I didn't tighten up too tight. There you go, easy. Side here we have our ignition switch, which I'm gonna show you how to take it out. And then the other side have the antenna. This part here is the lock, the mechanical lock, so that's the key wasn't turning because all the pins were worn out basically. So I'm gonna replace the barrel here. That other pin is what turns the ignition switch, so it connects to that, and that will turn the car on. So what we're gonna do today is just work on this mechanical part, which is the barrel. We have another one here. And then we're gonna show you how to replace it. It comes with the new antenna. Okay, so here we have the old barrel, and this is the new one. So we're gonna have to remove this one and put the new one in. So what you wanna do, obviously this key is stuck in there and it hasn't got the fob, so it's easier for us. You wanna line that little hole down there in the barrel with the hole outside where the antenna is, the opposite side of the connection. And then you get some, this is I think a 1.5 mil wire from an electric cable. You want to put in a hole, press it down as much as you can, and then you want to keep pressing the antenna down. As you press, the wire is going to go in and unlock the barrel. And that's it. That's how you get it out. And the dabs at the bottom there. Pressing this locking bit here down, and then you can remove it. So that's what it does. It locks in place when you put the wire in, and keep pressing down. The wire will lock that mechanism, and then you are able to take it out. Okay, so here we have the old cylinder, and it's broken as well. It's knackered. We've got bits broken, came through the inside, springs bent. So we went to the scrap yard and we got this one from Volkswagen Golf, which is exactly the same. We already put the new barrel, and then it takes the little copper wire out and it stays in place. And the position, you can tell by the position because the antenna connection has this little place here, so you can't get it wrong. It only fits in one place. And now we're gonna take the ignition switch out, which have tabs in the corners. So I'm gonna get it out and then I'll show you. But you can see the tab. This tab here holds it in a little edge. That's the other one that holds here in this little edge. You have this channel to put something behind and then move it forward. But the plastic's so hard, it's half of the time you break it, you know. So that is out. Then you go for the other one. That should come out now. Now it should come out. Going in again. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? Right, so that's it there. So this is the ignition switch. Unfortunately, I managed to kind of, it didn't break anything. I can put it back together again, but it came like half of it came out first, and then the second bit stayed in. And as you can see, these two tabs here, plastic tabs, holds in place. So what you gotta do, you gotta pull one end and then pull the other end, and then it will come out. This one should be able to put it together, but it's not the same one that we need, so it doesn't really matter. We've got a new one somewhere. Where's the new one? We've got a new one, haven't we? This is the new one. Okay. So we've got a new one here. So it doesn't really matter that we broke that one. So we've got a new ignition switch here. That tab is what holds in place, and that one, and if you can see it, there's a little, just a little space there that will fit in line with those two grooves here, where you can put something in to remove it, both sides. So it goes like this, with the groove there, and this groove, and that should be it. There we go. So good now. So everything back. Now we're gonna put a few things that came missing from the new one, which is this thing here, which I haven't got a clue what it does. I have no idea what it does. So we're gonna put few accessories back from the old Skoda one, which didn't come with the Volkswagen Golf parts, and then we should be fitted back in a car, and it's all good. Okay, so this is the new lock assembled again, and to put it back in, you're gonna have to unlock the pin that you lock in the steering column. This is the snapping bolt. Is E8 socket that you're gonna need. E8 socket. So we put it back in, and when you tighten it, it's really soft metal, so it will snap, making difficult for people to obviously break into the locking mechanism and take it out. Probably gonna take this extension off. Right, so that's tight. Let me tighten up the other one. And now it should snap. And there we go. Let's do the other one as well. There we go. And it snaps. So it's basically you haven't got anything there now to undo it. And I've showed you how to take it out if you need it. So we're gonna plug the antenna cable there. You alright? This side it wasn't. See, it's got to go that channel there. And this side's got to go to the channel, this one wasn't. Now press it in. Is there any cable in the way? No. There we go. Yeah, that's it.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Granddaddy.
Right.
How the hell are you?
Well, not too bad, but my dash cam's not.
Why?
Well, it's a long story. That is, sorry.
Yeah.
Where we bought that separately on top of that, I can't remember now.
Ah.
But what induced me to get one was that the Daily Mail was advertising dash cams, £49 by the memory chip.
The memory card.
No, yeah. No, the story behind the whole saga was it's very difficult to get this chip into place on the dash cam. It's only about that size.
Yeah. The mini SD or something like that they call it.
Yeah, and it's awkward to get in. Anyway, I took it out to download it onto the computer.
Yeah.
Which I did. And then I went to put it back into the dash cam, tried to put it in the dash cam, I couldn't get the thing in place. And I was fiddling here and fiddling there.
Yeah, turn it around and the other way and...
Yeah. Well, in the end...
Keep recording.
It is recording.
I got it in, but not home. It didn't take into position, and all of a sudden my finger slipped.
Right.
And it disappeared.
Where?
Well, that was it. I couldn't find where it went. So I dismantled the dash cam.
Okay. Looking for the SIM card.
So I'm gonna show you how to remove the airbag, because obviously when the steering wheel was there, it was pretty difficult. So you have those two openings there, those two openings here, and that metal bit there, which will clip on that little edge. So I'm just gonna put it in, put it back in place, and I'll show you how to take it out.
Continue to connect.
So, not yet. So just press in place. Let me Press in place here. You kind of just get one side in. That's it, and then you can push the other in, and that's it, that's done. So this is the back of it. To get it out, you have to turn it, the steering wheel, so those two places to remove it is kind of facing down, and then you get a screwdriver right at the bottom here, and then you just pull the clip, and that releases the airbag. Pull on the airbag as well, and that releases. So you can see that that's off. So I'm gonna get the other clip now, pull it away. While you're pulling the airbag, and that came off now, and that's off. So those two clips hold to that edge there. And also to align the steering wheel, you have a little notch there and a little notch here. So align those two notches and it should be back in the same place. So there you go. Those two notches are aligned. What's the little thing for here? Put it back in the box. Oh, that's it. Yeah. And now the steering wheel should lock, hopefully. Not gonna force it too much. Do it too much either because you've got a thread lock on it. If it comes off in your hand, just jump out. Jump out, no, don't stay in the car, yeah? For God's sake, don't. There's naps in place. This cable I think just hangs there because it doesn't have a little channel there as well actually. Should have probably done that before. One side first. The key. Have we forgotten anything?
Is it okay at the bottom or the back?
Yeah.
You need a bolt there, so
I will do it in a minute. There's not fixed by anything, you just fixed on the bottom one. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.